Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Grobbler and we're playing Regrowth, FTB's Regrowth. It's been a few weeks since I've actually recorded an episode. I was getting a little burnt out, and people didn't seem to be really into this series, so I kind of was going to table it. But I want to finish it, and I actually like playing the Regrowth. So what I did is I went ahead and I played on my own and I did some stuff. And I'm going to kind of go over that now. And then I'm going to actually set up how to automate these thermionic fabricators. And I also automated some other mechanism stuff or items. So I'll kind of go through that. I'm also going to try to just show you where I'm getting ready to attach the AE system network to my main items. So first off, let me just show you kind of what I've done. This system right here creates pure crystals. So if I come in here and say I want to craft, let's do 20, let's do 40 of these pure fluix crystals. If I say start, and then if you look over here, if you'll see some stuff flowing into here. And it's, what's going on? Oh, because we're making the seeds, I guess. So first it comes in, it has to craft the seeds, and then it does whatever else it's doing, and then it has to sit in there. And to be honest, this was a big pain in the butt in this regrowth system to create. If you want to see a tutorial on this, I want 2 people to comment. Just anybody who has watched this far in this episode to comment on it, and I will actually do a tutorial on how to set this up in Regrowth because it was kind of a pain. It's not as straightforward as in other systems. Hardest part was to actually get these stupid things to line up. These are the ME level emitters because these things, the growth accelerators, always take power. So you have to set these up to not. But I'll do a tutorial on that if you want. We can come back here, we can look and see that it is crafting some of these, and if we actually look for the pure crystals, they're not fully formed yet. There was one in there, and when we come back it'll be formed. I'll show you. These are all set up. This one makes the silicon. I have no. And then these ones make the other ones, right? The whatever it is. This is maybe engineering and all that. I did come down here and I put in some of these crafting cards so that there's always one of those crafted. I think I need to put a crafting card maybe over here. I was trying to use this. For some reason, I don't know what this is doing. I want there always to be 16 here, but I don't know if it's always working. So that's set up. I did create some more of these. These are CPUs. And if you look, this one has 3 coprocessors. These ones have 2, and this has some extra whatever. I don't think I need 6, but I created 6. And in here is just a mess. This is where things get crafted. If you look in here, a bunch of encoding patterns. This is where things get crafted. My goal, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, is I want to be able to craft everything in the game. That's what I want to do. So in order to help me with that, I have to set up in order to do the thermionic fabricators, you because let's look at this one here. It needs a pattern to be ghosted in there. There's no way to put a pattern in here, so there needs to be, for each one we want to create, there has to be a pattern. So I will build that. Let me go upstairs real quick and show you kind of what I did over here. This is an energized smelter. I have some speed upgrades. Let's look at those real quick. Speed kills, man. Where's my speed upgrades? Because are they not called speed? That mech. There we go. Speed upgrade. So These took some cobalt plates, a little expensive, and then a mana lens velocity, which is a mana lens with a rune of error. So a little bit expensive to get these. I created 8. I put 4 in here and 4 in there. I think they can each hold 8, so I'm going to actually create 4 more each. I'm also going to create the energy ones. If we look at the energy upgrades, it just takes the ardite plates, and this one takes a water rune, so I have to make those. In order for me to get this to work, let me just show you a little bit. ME interface on top. It has just glass in here, so this will make glass. And an import bus, so this imports from this system into the network. So I have that here. If you what do I want to do? If you take this thing and see how you can hover over, I was having the biggest issue trying to figure out what sides. It wasn't working. So if you come over here, see how that's blue and on there is red. If we look inside this, red's on top, blue. This is the back. I was getting a little confused. You have to make sure those are set up so that this is going to export out into here, and that's the import, so that things will actually get in there. And the same thing for over here. I have this is where it's going to make the silicon and the crush the dusts. So I have that going. I am losing a bit of power. What do we have now? 29 point. It's going up now. I guess that thing must have stopped. Let's look and see. This is kind of derpy, but I have to clean this up. So if you look at the pure, notice we have 41 now. And if I wanted to, let's just say, just to show you, let's craft up 100 of those, right? Boom, start, and that thing starts going. See how it's loading in that, and that'll start creating all that. All right, let's go over here. I haven't been able to set this up so that it gets the coal, but I do have some coal in here, and it's dropping in. This cable comes over, and it's set up as a P2P. So in here we can get 32 channels. Right now I'm using 4 for those 2 machines, and I'll probably have 2 more machines set up here, so we'll have a total of 8. And then I can do that a few more times so we can get some of these machines set up as well. And I will show you how we're going to do that when I do the thermionic fabricator, because it's going to use the same type of system. Mechanism needs to be monkeyed with a little bit to get it to work. Before we do all that, let me just show you a little bit of what I've done up here. I haven't cleaned it up that much, but I have run some cables, and I have created some windmills. So let's go look at this. I did run the cable over here. This cable isn't set up. This won't give us anything because it's just hooked up to like electricity. I need to do a P2P here. That actually is going to be what gets all of our stuff hooked up to the network. I also ran some of this universal cable over. And if we look here, and these aren't high or anything, but it is getting, I don't know if that means it's generating 37. It says it's outputting this, but I don't know what it's actually generating, but we need to get those a little bit higher, I think. But I did create those. Those are not that bad to make. They're a little pricey with the titanium, and then it has these things, which, you know, these take a lot of things. You know, I guess they are expensive, but I was able to make those. I'm probably going to make a few more of those. I'll make a farm. Maybe we'll put them out here. A solar or wind farm. I'm going to do a solar thing too. To do the solar, I'll probably make a couple of these, and these require a few of these, and those require a few of these. So I'll probably craft those off camera. Unless everybody wants to see it, leave a comment, please. I'm just going to play my own game unless people leave a couple comments and tell me what they'd like to see, because I don't want to bore people. and it gets a little tedious. I was getting burnt out. Just to let you know, it gets, like I said in another video that I created, I give a lot of props to the guys who do this. I mean, I know that a lot of them don't actually work. I do work, but it is kind of, you're always trying to figure out what do people want and all that stuff, and having to edit it and come up, I don't know, just it takes a lot of work. So I don't know, I was getting a little burnt out. So since nobody was really watching this, I decided I'm just going to play on my own, and I'll give updates here and there unless people want to see more. If you do, leave a comment, because comments will drive it. All right, enough jibber jabbering. Let's see, this is the cable that's coming up. I did run it here. I will probably change out all of these transportation ports. I have been getting a little bit of a lag spike, my FPS. Let's see what it's at right now, at 49. But there is, there is a little bit of a drain, and I think it has a lot to do with those things. So let's go downstairs, and we're going to set up a thermionic fabricator, and I'm going to go prune those shears, and then I'll be right back. But we're going to set up a thermionic fabricator when I return. Alright guys, we are back, and so we're going to set up a thermionic fabricator. Probably just do one, and then I'll set up the rest of these and show you guys what's up. Before we can do that, we need to set up the P2P. So I've kind of dug out this area here for some piping. I think I'm just going to do it right here. So in order to set the P2P up, and I don't know if I've gone over this before, we're going to go like this, and we're going to take, so this is connected to the main system, and then anything on the other side of it won't have power, so we're going to have to kind of do something like this, right? And then if I come in here, and what was that? That was a smart cable. I don't want the smart cable, so let's do something like so. Boom, take that away. Give me a better cable. Seriously, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Never prepared, huh? So what I want is this dense cable. So we're going to do that. While we're up here, let's take this other thing, click it on so, grab this and connect it there, and then we could take this reader, and if we shift right click it, see how it said saved settings? So that has saved. It's going to mirror it over to, it's going to attach it to this one here. So let's just make this come out here a little bit like so. Looks ugly. And then if I just right click it, loaded settings. Now this should come on blue, which it does, and we should be ready to go. So we have 32 channels. I might have to dig a little bit deeper just because I want, great, just what I want. Great. Well, we're just doing one, so let's go ahead and we'll run this cable down. And what I like to do also is I like to test to make sure we're seeing what we need to see. Because if it's not set up, let's take that and let's come in here. Let's take some of this regular smart cable. I guess I don't need smart cable, but I'm going to use it, and we're going to run it. So what we could do, just to make sure, we don't need to do that, but I'm going to, bam, and we should be able to see everything, which we do, so we are good. So let's light that up, and let's run this cable over. This is not gonna fit in here. I'm gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna show you this, and then I'll rewire everything. So each one of these, I think this is going to take, if we look at this setup, it's going to take 1, 2, and 3 things. And I could probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I might be able to do this another way. Maybe. Well, I'm going to set it up like this. And what I could probably do is have these things suck out things that it needs. Yeah. That might work. Maybe the redstone won't work though. So I still might need 3. Because I won't be able to, like I could program this to pull out gold, we'll say. Or in another one to pull out lead or iron or whatever. But then they all need redstone, so maybe it won't work unless this will work. I'll mess with it. I'm going to mess with it a little bit. So, alright, so each one's going to need 3. So yeah, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might have to make a subnetwork over here. Anyway, let's do this. So what we did is I need a, of course I have everything, I had everything in my hands, man. This is why I need to just play. I need the advanced mechanical, not that. Advanced logistical transporters, there we go. So we're going to put one of those here, and then we're going to take a chest, and we are going to put this chest right there, right? And on top of the chest, excuse me, okay. And then on top of this chest, we're going to take a interface. And we're going to put it like so. So what this is going to do is this is going to hold the formula that's going to go into here. And on this side, and I'm just going to set it up like so. This cable is going to come in. It's going to come up. And we need an import. So this is going to take stuff and put it back into our system, right? And then I need an export, which is going to put stuff in. Is that right? I don't know. And this is going to put stuff back into the network. So come here, here, there. Is that right? Did I use an extra cable? I did. Which, whatever, that's fine for right now. And then we have to go up. Like so. That should turn blue. Is it working? Yeah. Okay. Smart cable, smart cable, smart cable. Okay. Good, good, good. And so then on the export bus, it's just pulling out. This we're going to have in, and on this side, what I want, what is this? This is the export. I need this to be the import. No, export's right. On this side, all I wanted to do is I want to pull sandstone. So what I discovered is sandstone, easy to make, just 4 sands together. It puts 4,000 things. I don't have to make glass or anything to put in here. So a lot of times you have to melt the glass, right? But we don't need to use glass. We can just use sandstone. So what do we want to make this one do? Real quick, put these back. Oh, I need a crafting card. So what we'll do with the crafting card is it will craft this, right? And so what I'm going to say is do not use stocked items, only craft items while exporting. I'm going to leave it like that for now, because then it'll craft its way. See, so it is crafting right now. Okay, so it's putting stuff in there. That way if there's some stuff in the inventory, we don't use it all up. So I need some, let's make, that's diamond. We have the gold one set up, which I'll change. So which one do we need? Certus quartz. So in order to make the Certus quartz, let's look it up. Tube. We need 5 pure crystal Certus quartz and 2 of those things. So pure, I think we only need the 1. And redstone and 1. Okay. Also what we need is we need to do something like so. And actually we don't even need to do that. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. Sorry. We don't really need to put it in this pattern because it won't. Oh, hold on. And take that and put that there. And voila. We have this. I'm going to do that. So let's bring it over here. And let's put that in there. And what we need to do is do something like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So now it doesn't, and also it needs power. So we don't have any power. It needs resources, and there's that. So let's fire this up. And I was worried about doing this because that's all the transporter. I'm worried about doing this because I'm in a little crisis for power. I have to do some more power stuff. Advanced universal cable. Boom. All right. So there it goes. Nothing. Boom. Power. So this is here. It's warming up. Eventually this should melt. One of these gives 4,000. So look at, but it has to be a lot hotter. I wonder if that's gonna mess me up. Let's see. It'll take a lot more power to keep it up there. Huh. I don't know what the trade-off should be. Let's see. This thing's going to be totally drained. We're going to go up and just check my little battery. .36, 38.64. It still is raising. Okay. But nothing else is going on, so yeah, we need more power. So, but when all of these are actually running, so there it goes, it melted, good. Now we can go test this out. So I want to create Certus election 2. Let's make 3. How much do I, hold on, how many do I have? I have 31, so let's make 4. Next, so it needs these to craft. Boom. And let's go over and see if it's doing its thing. So it would have dropped everything in here. Oh, yeah. Duh. At least it's easy. See, so it did drop everything. I did that on purpose. I wanted you to see that it dropped it all in there. So shift, and we want to pull, so it pulls everything down, puts it in here, it creates it and pulls it out. Let's see how it's going. Oh, yeah. So I created a lot more than 4 because the pattern says 1 to 1, right? But it makes 4. So let's go back here. We'll fix that up. And boom, boom. Put it back in here. There. And then 1, 2, 3. So that should make 4. And bam. So it will never make less than 4. You can't just make 1. Okay, get that down. So, all right, so what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to set all these up. I'm going to try and rearrange the cables to be a little bit prettier. But all of these are going to be pretty much the same setup all the way across. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with these cables, but that's how we do stuff like Thermionic Fabricator and other items. We use a chest. The interface will drop into a chest and it'll get pulled out, and when it gets sucked out of here, that's when the computer recognizes that it's been created. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, please leave some comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep playing and I'll give updates, which are fine. I know this is an older series. I'm going to actually start bees here too, because I might hang out here for a bit. And the Christmas bee is coming up, so I want to make sure that I get, inside the time range to get the bee. And I might do that on my own. Leave comments if you want to see me start doing bees. But if not, you'll just see it next update. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.